I want to talk to you guys about why with the Knicks winning the NBA championship is a major W for the NBA. So when you look at the regular season, OKC was the odds-on favorites to win the championship. Rightfully so. They were dominant regular season, struggled in the NBA finals against the Pacers, went a hard 7 games against the Nuggets as well in the second round. But people like the Thunder are young, they're gonna get better. Shea is the MVP. And he won MVP again. It looked like the Thunder were going to make another NBA Finals run, and that didn't happen. And then the New York Knicks struggled out the gates, down 2 games to 1 against the Hawks. And all of a sudden, they flipped the switch. They made the NBA Finals. They won the championship. And if you take a step back, it's a bunch of guys who play really good basketball together. Jalen Brunson, all-time clutch player, an amazing playoff performer. He was already really good beforehand, but he comes to New York, 3 seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken, as a 6 man, goes from that to a Finals MVP. That's incredible. And what that should say for franchises out there is if you can build a really good culture, you might have an up and down season like the Knicks did. They finished third in the Eastern Conference. But if you take off in the playoffs and everybody's bought in and you are all peaking at the right time and you have a great matchup like the Knicks did against San Antonio, you can win the championship. So that's what I love about this story is like the Knicks came out of nowhere. Now I had them win the championship, but the mainstream media was like, I'm not sure. We can't trust them. But they made this run with Jalen Brunson, who, again, incredible player. He's 6'1". He's 100 and what, 90, I'm sorry, 6'2", 190 pounds. A guy who wasn't seen as this top 10 player, even though I think he's a top 10 player. You could argue he's top 6 now. But he comes into this playoff run, helps the Knicks get to the finals, and they play a brand of unselfish basketball, and they make adjustments. Mind you, they relied a lot on Brunson ball. Kudos to Mike Brown for making the adjustments after being down 2 games to 1 against Atlanta and said, no way, we're not going to do this again. We are going to play through Cat and create offense that way. And that's how we're going to make our run. He made adjustments along the way against the Cavs. It didn't work as well. And the Knicks said, we're not going to just fold this way anymore. So if you got the right locker room, you got the right culture and belief, and of course you got to have talent, but guys who are bought in and have obviously a dude who can create off the dribble, get his own bucket, and you're playing unselfish basketball, you have a shot. That's all you need. It's just a chance at winning the championship. That's what the Knicks just showed you. They may have struggled through the regular season, had their ups and downs. If you think about it, like if you look at the roster, I think they had an injury, if I'm not mistaken, to OG, and I think to somebody else in January. That's why they went through their slump. But again, they didn't look as dominant. It doesn't matter. When you get to the playoffs, it's 0-0. It's the first of 16 games. So if you got a top 10 player and other guys around that top 10 player who are bought in and play as a team, you can win it all. You don't have to be the odds-on favorites. It doesn't matter about that. You got to be playing your best basketball in the playoffs. And after the Knicks went down 2 games to 1, that's exactly what they did. And I think this is great for the NBA because now you can say, well, it could be 8 teams that can win the championship or 10 teams. That's good for the sport. We need that. So I love this run from the Knicks. I love what they accomplish. Yeah, if your team has like a Paulo Banchero, who is very talented to me, I'm just waiting for the Magic to take that leap. Well, you just saw the Spurs go from missing the playoffs to making the NBA Finals. You saw the Knicks go through the process of getting to the NBA Finals and breaking through. Or let's say Indiana, who's going to be hungry to make a deep run. Or the Boston Celtics have been going backwards. If you can play as a team, it doesn't matter what the Vegas people say. It doesn't matter what mainstream media says. Who cares? If you can just lock in for 16 games and you've got the system, you got great matchups on your side, and you're playing great basketball, you're going to win the championship. So, yeah, love the run from the Knicks, but that's why I think this was such a great story for the NBA because now it's like, man, if we can just all buy in and sure, we'll have our ups and downs in the regular season, but if we're peaking at the right time, who knows what can happen. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about, do you think this is a W for the NBA with the Knicks win the championship. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.